Okay.
Don't forget any of that.
Okay, we already forgot to take one thumbnail today. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome back to She Show Videos.
We out here.
We are in our shed. Our she
Yeah,
shed.
but we do have the doors open because this natural light.
It is everything. It is giving me summer vibes. It is giving me all of the
giving
things.
me wet vibes. It's dewy, like
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like dewy skin. You know, I look fresh. Can't tell. Washed my hair. It's gotta.
We can tell.
It's clean.
They can tell.
Before we start here, okay, I'd like for everybody to take the time to subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe, share,
Share us with your friends. They would love us.
comment.
Okay?
Tell us what you want us
Yes.
to talk about. What you want us to discuss as two regular moms, okay? In this
I
world.
don't like to identify as a mom.
Moms,
per
best
se.
friends, wives.
Bitches.
Well, we always hit a left.
Oh, for show.
Yeah.
All those things. But
that's
I've never
weird.
been a regular hoe in my life, so I guess I take that one back.
Oh.
Retract. What are we
Today's
talking
topic.
about?
Today's topic is about something that I think has affected everyone. And I think that it's
Virginity.
Do you even remember that?
Yes.
I think it has affected everyone more so, or it's been amplified.
Alcoholism.
That still affects you. It was never
I'm sorry.
amplified by COVID-19.
I thought this is how I play. You know when Chris Taylor and I play charades or Pictionary, like
You
you
could
just start
just-
yelling stuff like guess, 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 guess.
No, you could just actually let me finish a sentence, and then you wouldn't have to guess,
We'll
guess,
get to
guess.
the point then.
I swear to God. So, mental health.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I feel like a lot of our friends have had, I've been seeing posts out there. COVID has really stopped people from going out, has stopped people from interacting with one another, has stopped people from just living their normal lives.
The norms are no longer the norm.
And I think that it happened so fast and so out of the blue, nobody was prepared for it. I don't know if you can ever be prepared for such a big change.
And all of the discontent in the world, in our world, like in our nation.
At the same time, yep.
Yeah,
It
it
just
was
hit.
rocky for a while.
Nobody
Even
was,
now.
nobody was friends with anybody.
So many opinions and you
Political,
didn't have your friends to just BS with and chit chat it all built up and then was spilling out onto the social media pathways.
Absolutely.
And I agree. I don't think you could have been ready for it. It's
No.
a perfect storm.
Yeah, I honestly think it was. It was like now is the time to address everything. So with that being said, I want to take the time to actually address mental health. I think mental health is something that people discuss in a hush-hush, oh, don't talk about how sad you are, or don't talk about how unhappy you are.
Right, put on a face and just do the thing. Yeah.
And I think as moms, back in the day, not even back in the day, a couple years ago, talking unkind about your kids was oh my gosh, your kids are blessings from heaven. How dare you talk?
They did come from heaven, my friend, but that ain't where they're going.
How dare you talk about them in such a negative light? All children are just so to be able
They
to.
are a gift from God.
They are a gift from God. I will give you that.
But so was the apple in the freaking garden, okay? So he don't always give us exactly what we need. Okay.
Okay. I'll see what you're doing.
You hear that Bible knowledge coming down?
Okay.
Here we are.
But
Continue.
with that being said, I feel like a lot of things go undiscussed.
Yes.
Because people are you're sad, I really don't want to talk about it, or you'll get over it, it's just this
You're
phase.
bringing me down.
Yeah,
That's all the...
I can go on the social media and see all this negativity. I don't need you to discuss it with me. And at no capacity are we psychiatrists or any doctors.
Is this a disclaimer?
Yes.
Don't
Hashtag
be coming
disclaimer.
here if you're on the edge, okay? Because we're not the intention, okay? We're just giving tips and tricks, right, on how we have dealt with some of our mental health struggles
Absolutely.
or helped our friends to
Absolutely.
deal with theirs. Everybody's different, and if you're having suicidal thoughts, please talk to a doctor.
Yes, that is not our intent. We're not here to deal with that. But I would say, like, you know, I have known people that have committed suicide, and you always have that thought, like, what if they would have reached out?
Could I
Like,
have
what if
done
they would have
something?
called? What if they would have
Should I have
called? Like, you know, you haven't talked to that person in a couple years or a year. What should I have done? But I think that self-reflection, in hindsight, there's nothing you can do.
No, I don't. I mean, I think we watch a lot of TVs, we watch a lot of movies, social media amplifies a lot of things, and it's all taken out of context. So, right, we watch a movie and like one person calls and that ends the cycle. That's too much pressure to put on yourself
One
as
person.
a friend,
Yep.
as an acquaintance, as an individual. It's too much pressure. Be there, I think, if someone asks you to be there, but it's not your responsibility to know exactly when you're supposed to be there.
You
or
are
when
not
you
a
need to be
doctor.
there.
You are not their personal psychiatrist. Just be a friend. I feel
Yeah,
like a
be
lot of people,
available.
yeah, just be a friend. Just go out and say like, hey, you posted something. I want to make sure that you are okay.
And no judgment.
Yeah.
Like we all have different struggles. We are moms, we have children, we are best friends. Our struggles still different.
Yes.
Like my sister and I grew up together, again, married at the same time, kids. Our struggles totally different. Like they're
Completely.
never the same. So you can't be expected to solve the problems or even to give the advice that does solve the problems, but like just be there, period. Like just listen, give advice if you're asked, if you feel comfortable. If it doesn't get taken, that's okay. That's not the point. Sometimes people just want another person to interact.
They want to know that they're not alone. That's most
You're
people-
not alone.
Yeah. That is,
Yes.
there are the masses out there deal with some sort of mental illness, whether it be like a smaller scale or a larger scale mental
Or
illness.
just like a mental crisis. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to have a prolonged mental illness to feel a certain kind of way at a certain kind of time.
Yeah.
Like
when that stuff was happening, I actually had to get off of social media
I know.
myself because I was like,
I could see it in you.
everything was so negative that I felt like I almost felt anxious about it. Like every morning I'd get on social media because that's what you do. You get on social media, you look through
That's your
everything.
norm.
Yeah, like
Yep.
you see what happened last night. You know, what did people watch? What did people do
Who
last
got
night?
engaged? Who's
Yeah.
pregnant? Who's this?
Who
Who's
got
that?
arrested? What's
Yeah.
happening? Yeah. And then
Who are you following on
I got a
social media?
lot of friends.
Oh
on
my
Facebook,
God.
okay?
You need to
Somebody
unfriend a
gets
few.
arrested or who lost
We gotta
their
have
dog.
some.
Okay.
Whose dog is lost?
Don't you ever have those like?
Oh, remember when
Yeah.
Bentley got lost? R.I.P. Bentley.
First of all, don't you have like those neighborhood sites that
Yes.
are like, what were those sirens about last night? And
Yes.
then somebody
Press
answers.
on.
Somebody answers, oh, my boyfriend got arrested last night because he was setting off fireworks. Maybe that only happens
I
where I
know.
live.
Yeah, don't.
Well, I could show you if you right now, probably.
My
'cause
neighbor
I just-
does shoot off some fireworks.
Well, that you live outside of city limits. That's why. We're off topic.
No
okay?
limit here for me. Anyways, yes, I think I remember when that happened. And I mean, just interestingly enough, as we're talking about, if you see somebody post, reach out to them, right? You were posting things that weren't, you're very bubbly and like very positive all the time.
Totally
And you were posting things that had an undertone that matched the undertone of what was happening. And people were reaching out to me and saying, is Britany okay? And I appreciate that, but bitch, I ain't Britany. So I can tell you like what my analysis of what's going on. We talk a lot, right? So I know
Too
what's
much, some
wrong.
would say.
But if you are truly concerned, like there's levels, right?
Yeah.
So these people obviously care about you, but I feel like they weren't, like you said, there's like that stigma, and they're like, I don't want to reach
Yeah.
out to her.
I don't
But
know what to
reach
say.
out
Yeah.
to the person. Like you took step one by reaching out to me. My advice will always be, not that this will hopefully happen again, but reach out to that person. It doesn't even have to say, send a freaking heart emoji.
Yeah.
Don't even say, if they want to talk to you, they will talk to you. If they don't want to talk to you, they'll just say like, thanks, or I'm
Yeah.
fine, or whatever. But you can't, one, you shouldn't do nothing, and two, you can't do everything.
Yeah.
So just do something,
Yep. I agree.
right?
I wholeheartedly agree. Everybody goes through it at some point. Everybody has their own like web or their inner lives that they have to deal with. You just have to come out on the other side. So like things that I typically,
you can help it.
the things I typically think about are like there are positives. Like again, we've talked about this. I don't know why, but sometimes my husband gets confused on what night to take out the trash. Okay?
It's Monday at my house, Tuesday for recycling. But yes.
Yes. So he gets confused and doesn't put the trash
I mean, the
out.
days are so different all the time. You can never really keep up with what day it is in the week, and then the trash, and you're like, oh my gosh.
So it's a surprise
Hashtag Team Steve.
every Tuesday morning when we hear the trash man at the end of the street. It's a surprise that he's there on Tuesday morning to pick up the trash. But if I sat and relished and got mad about something as simplistic as taking out the trash, then I would find that,
You will be alone.
yes, like
Single mom.
taking out the trash would then build up, or the fact that who will take the cups into the kitchen and put them next to the sink, but then actually doesn't put it in the sink, like, or it's just like small stuff like that. You have to take the good and then you have to, or you take the bad and you look at the good. Like, he typically washes my car at least every other week.
And I think if you find yourself stuck in the bad, whether it's husband related, COVID related, work, whatever it is, if you find yourself stuck in the bad for too long, you have to reach out to someone.
Yeah.
If you only need a friend, reach out to your friend. If you need a therapist, reach out to a therapist. If you need medication, you need to explore those things. Like it is 2021, people, okay? I can be a puppy if I want to be a puppy. So if you need to get some help with your mental health, just do it. And we are all supportive of you. And if you can't find support in your circle, we support you.
Yeah, just,
Okay.
you know, text your friends and say like, hey, I'm feeling like getting margaritas.
I need a girls' night out.
Like here, I mean, I'm always here for a classy margarita.
You can't have that much sugar right now, but I'm
Not right
always here for a margarita, so
right.
ain't nobody over here on a 21 gram of sugar.
I'm living my life.
But it's important, and we recognize it, and we see it, and you see it, and we know. what's happening.
Everybody knows somebody. I mean, like I said, we know people who are freaking doomsday prepper waiting for the apocalypse to come.
My husband. He will repopulate the earth if
I
he
know.
needs to. He is called upon.
So everybody knows somebody. Just be supportive. That's what our message is here today. Just be supportive. Remind them that there are positives out here. Sometimes
Yes.
the positives are your best friend.
Be the positive.
Sometimes they're not.
Who'd you just point to?
Sometimes they're not.
Well,
But find
somebody
positivity,
Oh,
okay?
knock your snake plant right off this table.
Debbie got me that.
Be
thing
the
right.
positive. Okay, just be the positive,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
I like that. I'm into this.
I'm positive.
If you haven't already, okay, you should subscribe, but not necessarily for mental health tips, because
No.
mostly we don't talk about this. It was
No.
just weighing heavy because
Yeah.
it's all around us. And
Yes.
we, again, don't let it go unnoticed. Like we see you.
Yes.
Okay,
And if
we've
you ever
been
need
you.
to talk, you can come on our show.
Yeah.
We'll talk with
Exactly.
hundreds of
And listen,
things.
we'll be you again. Okay, at some point I'll be in a slump, Britany will be in a slump.
Absolutely.
Hopefully not at the same time, but who knows?
No, typically not at the same time.
Typically not. So subscribe, like,
Share, comment.
all of it. Okay?
Bye, guys.
Bye.